Welcome back to Buzz on Business. With me today is John Gilbert with Farmers National Bank. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, no problem. So John, why don't we start by you just telling us a little bit more about yourself?
All right, I actually live in Medina. I've worked in Medina County for the past 5 years or so in banking. I have 4 kids ranging from 11 down to 2, so generally pretty busy with them during the weekdays and weekends with cheerleading and swimming and basketball and everything else. So yeah, that's most of my free time. And I used to own a small business in Medina while being a banker, so I have a little bit of experience being on the other side, of the desk here. And yeah, I love helping small businesses grow and kind of expand and help make the community better.
Well, that's great. So on that subject, tell us a little bit more about Farmers National Bank.
Well, Farmers Bank is a community bank, and we're actually, a lot of people probably don't know who we are. We are farmers,
right.
Which I get every time I talk to somebody. We're a community bank headquartered in Canfield, Ohio. And we serve 9 counties. We've got about 38, 39 branches. And our expansion is really starting to grow in this area. About a year ago, we acquired First National Bank in Orrville, which gave us a presence in Wayne and Medina County. And now we're trying to do more in the communities here that we serve and kind of do more in the northern part of Medina County. So that's really, when I joined the bank, earlier in the year here, the idea was, hey, there's a big opportunity for community banks with bigger banks kind of changing and evolving and not being able to deliver the kind of service that small companies want. And being a small business owner in a previous life, I know, hey, I want a bank that's going to listen to me, that's going to hear my needs and know what I need, and deliver the kind of service and turnaround time and really pay attention to me. So that's the niche of a community bank. That's what we do best. We have the size. We're about a $2 billion bank. So we have the size and capability to do everything that a big bank can in terms of technology and smartphone apps and stuff like that. But also, the community feel to really take care of people.
Okay. So have you always been in this industry? What has landed you in at this particular company in this profession?
Yeah, great question. Yeah, so I've been in the financial services banking industry for the better part of 15 years. Most of that in banking. And, I think, it got to a point where I was with a bigger bank, and it got to a point where I couldn't really deliver the kind of service I wanted to my small business owners and entrepreneurs. So I had to take a look in the mirror and say, do I want to stay in banking and not deliver that kind of service, or do I want to find an opportunity in banking, in a community bank, where I can deliver the kind of service that I would expect as a small business owner? So it was a long process, and kind of found that happy marriage, with Farmers, and I love the mission that they have and kind of the vision that they have for the community. So it's been a perfect fit.
So talking about it being a community bank, what do you feel is your competitive advantage in the market?
Sure, we like I said, we're big enough to be able to offer all the technology and everything else that you could want, but we're small enough to still care. So that's our advantage, is the people, and we really do invest in the communities that we're in. We are still sponsoring events, we're still serving on boards, and committing to the communities that we serve. So you're going to start seeing us more and more engaged as we grow more in Medina County, as we bring on more employees to the bank and continue that growth. You're going to see more people engaged in the community. So the niche is, we don't have to, we don't have the economic pressures that these big banks that are too big to fail have. The only way that they're meeting their earnings expectations is by cutting jobs, by reducing, by cutting branches, closing branches, and we're kind of the exact opposite. We're growing, we're hiring people, we're adding branches. So we're at a really good spot, kind of where the economy is now, where we can still be very profitable and still serve people the way they want to without cutting.
That's great. So tell us a little bit more about the products and services that you offer.
Sure, we're a full service bank on the consumer and business and commercial side. So I represent the commercial banking side, from a business lending standpoint, but we have on the business side treasury management services, online banking, of course, so you get your loans, your deposits. You can, buy building. We have great promotional rates right now on commercial real estate, investment real estate, and on the consumer side, it's everything, from soup to nuts. We've got, personal mortgages, home equity lines of credit, auto loans, motorcycle loans, you name it. So really a full service bank. Again, not many people in the area know of us, so they might think, hey, we're just doing lending on the business side or just, personal mortgages, but really we do everything.
Well, that's great. So, John, thank you very much for joining us today. Appreciate having you here.
Thank you for helping us get the word out.
No problem. And we'll be right back.